Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Ravella Design. Today we are going to make very beautiful cup cozies. You see I made in two different colors. It really looks very beautiful. This is the front side and this is the back side. I used buttons at the back side. They are really very beautiful. You can make gifts for your friends, or you can make for yourself. You can even make and sell them. They are really very nice, very beautiful. Okay, let's go on making them. Meanwhile, please remember to subscribe my YouTube channel, activate the info ring, and if you like this video, please leave like remarks and make comments. Thank you so much, dear friends, and let's go on how to make them. For this project, I am using two colors. This yarn is acrylic. It's not thick, it is thin as you see. It consists of with two, like this. If you cannot find this, you can use cotton yarn, but it shouldn't be thick cotton yarn. It should be summer cotton yarn. If you cannot find the same like this, you can use summer style cotton yarns. I mean thin, because we are going to use puff stitches, so it's being already thick like this. For this reason, it is good to use thin yarns. Dear friends, I'm using 2.5 millimeter hook for this project. We will also need buttons for the back side. For this one, I used green buttons, but if you are going to use different colors, of course you can choose different buttons. For example, even if this project you can use white buttons as well, but for now I had green buttons, so I used them. For this one, white and red, I will use white and red buttons like this. I will use these buttons. Okay, let's go on how to make this, dear friends. Diameter of my cup is 27 centimeters. So we are going to make the cup cozy according to the dimension of my cup. But if your cup is in different dimension, in different size, you can arrange it according to your cup. We are starting by making 14 puffy stitch, dear friends. I'm taking my white yarn in my hand, yarn over. One moment, let me make it closer for you, like this. First of all, we are making a slip knot and one chain as well. Now we are making the second chain, but a bit loose, because we are going to make the puffy stitch in this second chain, and then I am making another chain and fixing it. After that, making a long loop. It's about 1 centimeter long, and inserting my hook in the center. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Dear friends, each puffy stitch will be 4 times of pull through, yarn over. I am keeping this yarn and also keeping this long loops, and I will pull them all together in one time, like this. Later on, I am taking this over my hook, yarn over, pull through, and I will pull through the 2 loops together, making it tightly, pulling this and making 1 chain and fixing. Now 1 puffy stitch is finished. I'm making another long loop, yarn over, and 4 times pull through. I will make on the stitch space on the top, like this. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Always 4 times pull through we are going to make for each puffy stitch, dear friends. I am keeping this one, keeping also the loops, pull through them all together, yarn over like this, yarn over, pull through. Now there are 2 loops on the hook, pull through together, yes, and I am making 1 chain to fix it. Dear friends, once again I will making a long loop about 1 centimeter, inserting my hook, you know, there is a space here, inserting my hook in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over. I am keeping this one, also this one, pull through together like this, and making 1 chain. Now we have 3 puffy stitches, dear friends. I am going to make 14 puffy stitches according to the dimension of my cup. Also measure your cup yourself and make the puffy stitches according to that. Let me make 14 puffy stitches, and let's see after making 14 puffy stitches, dear friends. Yes, dear friends, I made 14 puffy stitches. We can consider these puffy stitches as the chains, so we are on the first row. For this reason we are making another puffy stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, closing this, and making 1 chain. Like this, we have now 15 puffy stitches. We are going to use this 15th puffy stitch, I mean the last puffy stitch we have just made. We are going to use this as the height for the upper row, dear friends. Now on this puffy stitch, on this 15th puffy stitch, I'm making another puffy stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm not closing this. Yarn over, and I am going to the stitch at the bottom of the 15th puffy stitch. I made a puffy stitch, I haven't closed it. Now I am inserting my hook on the last puffy stitch like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not closing this, yarn over. I am going to the following stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now there are 3 puffy stitches on my hook, dear friends. This is 1 puffy stitch, 2 puffy stitch, 3 puffy stitch. Yarn over, I am keeping this one, I am keeping all the loops on my hook. Now I will pull them through all together like this. In one time I pulled like this and making 1 chain. Yes, as you see, we closed it. Since our pattern consists of 2 colors, now I am taking my second color in my hand. I took my second color in my hand. I am keeping this like this, making a chain, fixing this, making 1 chain to fix it well. Dear friends, now we are going to make 3 puffy stitches like this with the red color, but our white color will be on the stitches because when we make 3 puffy stitches with the green one, we are going to use the white one again. I will show you how we are going to make it. And this remaining yarn will be also on the stitch. For this reason, we will fix it well, and also we are going to hide it. Now, what we are going to make, dear friends? We made 1 chain, and we are making a long loop. We are making a puffy stitch on top. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over. I am being careful that these will be between the stitches on top, like this. I am inserting my hook here, dear friends, here. Making another puffy stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over. I am going to the following stitch space here, dear friends. I am keeping this on the loop again. I'm not leaving this at the back side. I don't do this. Always on the loop, or on the stitches it's going to be. I am going to the following stitch space, making another puffy stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now there are 3 puffy stitches on our hook, like this. 1, 2, and 3 puffy stitch. Yarn over, keeping this, also keeping the loops on my hook. Pull through them all, like this. Yarn over, pull through, making 1 chain. As you see, our pattern starting to be look. Now I am leaving this one and keeping this on the stitches again, on the puffy stitches. What am I doing? I am taking my white yarn, like this. I am pulling this one, like this, making 1 chain to fix it well. I am making a puffy stitch on top here. 4 times pull through. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over. I'm going to the bottom here, making another puffy stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over. I'm always keeping this on the stitches and going to the following stitch space, stitch hole. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, 1, 2, 3 puffy stitches on our hook. Yarn over. I'm keeping this one, also the loops on the hook. Pull them all through together. Yarn over, pull through like this, making 1 chain. And I am leaving this and keeping on the stitches, taking my red yarn on my hand. Okay, now it is time for the red one, making 1 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4 times pull through. Yarn over, going to the here, going to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, going to the following stitch. You see, always I am always keeping them on the stitches. One, 2, 3, 4. There are now 3 puffy stitches on my hook. yarn over. I am keeping this. I am keeping all the loops on my hook. I will pull them all through together like this. I am also taking this on my hook, yarn over, pull through, one chain. Now it is time for the white one. For the last time I'm going to show it to you. You can go on yourself, dear friends. Pulling this. Now we are ready for the white one. Making one chain, yarn over. I am making a puffy stitch on top. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over. I am keeping this on the stitches all as well. I am making another puffy stitch at the bottom of the red one. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over. I am keeping this on the stitches again. I am going to the following stitch, inserting my hook in there. 4 times pull through. I am making 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, pull through like this, making one chain. Now it is time for the red one. How we are going to the red one? Like this, pulling this, making one chain, and it is for the red one, always keeping the white on the stitches. Dear friends, since we keep the remaining stitches, remaining yarn on the stitches, you can see no yarn at both sides. You know, we keep them go through, and also we hide them. We are hiding them. The first row is going like this, dear friends. One red, one white, one red, one white. It's going to the end like this. Let's come to the end like this. I will show how we are going to make the upper row, and you can go on yourself like this. Yes, dear friends, I'm almost at the end. I will make the last 3 puffy stitches. I am in the red one. I'm going to make, one moment, let me close it for you a bit. I'm going to make at the top 1 puffy stitch, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over. I am making another puffy stitch in the bottom of this white puffy. 1, 2, 3. Now I will make 1 puffy stitch here at the bottom of this white puffy stitch. I am also keeping this always on the stitches as I make. There is a chain space here. I am making 4 times pull through in there. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. This stitch is the chain hole that we make our first puffy stitch, dear friends. Yarn over, keeping them together. Yes, like this. Pull through these 2 loops. Okay. Yes, dear friends, our first row is finished. As you see, it's been beautiful and very neatly. And since we went through our yarn on the stitches, our white yarn is also here. Now we are on the upper row. Let me show you. We may finish this first row. We are on the second row, dear friends. I'm turning my crochet back. Now we will go on with white. For this reason, actually system is the same. What am I doing? I am making one chain, keeping this like this. You see, our white yarn went up. Making one chain. Since we finished with red yarn, we are going to go on with upper yarn. Always contrast, we are being careful about it. If this is red, there should be white on it. If this is white, there should be red. If this is red, there should be white on it. If this is white, there should be red one on it. You should follow the colors always. I am making a puffy stitch, but I am closing this 1, 2, 3 and 4. When we go to the upper row, we are closing the first puffy stitch like this and make one chain, because this first puffy stitch will be the height of our upper row. You know, we will use this as the height of upper row. Now we are going to make one puffy stitch again with white yarn, 2, 3, 4 times pull through. We will keep this on the stitches again. I am inserting my hook in this 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over. I am going to the following and inserting my hook here, dear friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there are totally 1, 2, 3 puffy stitches on my hook. I can pull them all through together like this, and I can close it now. It is time for the red one. I am taking the red one in my hand like this, pull through, pulling this. Now we are ready for the red one, making one chain to fix it, yarn over. I am making one puffy stitch here on top, 1, 2, 3 and 4, yarn over. I am making another puffy stitch in the bottom of this white puffy stitch here. See, here I am making another puffy stitch, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I am going to the following stitch space here. I am making another puffy stitch, and I am being careful that this always be on the stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over. I will pull them through all together like this. Okay, one chain. I am leaving this. I am taking the white yarn like this. Okay, making one chain, and I am ready for the white one. Yes, dear friends, it's going on all like this. We are going white, red, white, red, white, red. You should be careful. If you are red, you should make white. You should go on with white yarn. If this is white, you should go on with red one. If this is red, you should go on with white one. For this reason, you can control yourself if you are going through or not. And the second the second hint, when you come to the end, you can count the stitches on the upper side, not the height, not this one, but these. For example, we started with 14 puffy stitches. There should be always 14 puffy stitches on the upper row. If you count, for example, 15, 13, that means you made a mistake somewhere, and you should find where you make these mistakes. Always on the upper row, there should be 14 puffy stitches, but when counting, don't count the last one, the height, I mean this one, don't count. For example, 1, 2, you are going to count. Okay, let's go on like this. As I explained, you finish this row as well. Yes, dear friends, I finished the second row as well. Like this, we are going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Each row will repeat the other. For the last time, I am going to show you how you are going to go to the upper row. I finished the second row. Now the time is to make the third row. For this reason, since I finished the red one, I should go with the white one. I am taking my white yarn in my hand, like this. Now I can go with the white yarn, making 1 chain to fix it, turning back. First of all, I'm going to make a puffy stitch in order to go to the upper row. I will use as the height of this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm closing this and making 1 chain to fix it. Like this, I am ready to go on the third row. Okay, I am going with white yarn again. Only when going up we are doing this, but normally on the rows we are making 3 puffy stitches on the hook and pull all them through. Now I am making 1 stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now going to the stitch here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once again, I'm going to make another puffy stitch in the following stitch hole here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now there are 3 puffy stitches on my hook, yarn over. I will pull them all through together in one time and pull through 1 chain. Yes, I am finished with the white one. Now I am going to the red one. I am doing like this, making 1 chain and 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am going to the stitch here in the bottom of this white puffy stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am making another puffy stitch here in this space hole. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, pull through like this, and 1 chain. And I am taking my white yarn in my hand and making 1 chain, and it's going on, it's repeating the same, dear friends. I'm going to make 3 puffy stitches here with white yarn, and then here red, white, red, always contrast. and I'm going to finish this row as well. From now on, I'm not going to show you, dear friends, because each row will repeat each other. As I told you, like this, you are going to make totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Where we are, 1, 2, 3. We are on the third row, dear friends. Like this, you are completing totally 5 rows and finishing this, and then I will show you how we are going to finish the final touches. I finished 5 rows. Now the only thing we should do is, you know, this starting place is finished with always white puffy stitches. For this reason, we have to make white puffy stitches all around here. This one, and this one. What am I doing? I am going to the white yarn and I will make puffy stitches here, always in white color. I made 1 puffy stitch. I am going here like this and making 1 chain to fix it, you see, making another white puffy stitch, closing this white puffy stitch, making 1 chain, and I'm inserting my hook here in this space, making 1 chain, making another puffy stitch, inserting my hook here in this place, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This, closing this puffy stitch, making 1 chain, going to the following stitch here. Like this, I am coming to the end of this side, dear friends. I finished this side by making white puffy stitches. I am inserting my hook in the same place once again, making single stitch, making 1 chain, making another chain in order to fix it well, and cutting the yarn. As you see, this side and this side is with white puffy stitches. I am going to make the other sides as well. I am starting here from the short side. I'm taking my white yarn again in my hand. You see, I'm going to fix it here in the side. Making 1 chain to fix it. I'm pulling through, going through this remaining yarn on the stitches. I am making a puffy stitch here. I'm closing this, making 1 chain. I am going to the following stitch space, and I will go through this remaining yarn as well, like this, making 1 chain, making another puffy stitch, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over, pull through, closing, making 1 chain. The remaining yarn, you see, it's going through between on the stitches. I'm inserting my hook here in this stitch space, making 1 chain, and like this, making puffy stitches and finishing and coming to the end of this short side. I finished this side by making white puffy stitches. As you see, this side and this side is with white puffy stitches. There is only this side to make white puffy stitches. I am doing the same thing, dear friends. I am making a puffy stitch, making one chain, inserting my hook in the following stitch, fixing this, making one chain, and we are going on making puffy stitches. I am coming to this side. Yes, dear friends, like this we are making puffy stitches with white yarn, finishing this coming here. I came to the end of this side as well. I am at the end. I am inserting my hook in the last stitch space at this side, inserting my hook once again in order to fix it well, making one chain, one more chain in order to fix it well, and cutting the yarn, dear friends. There is also some red yarn at the other side, cutting it again. Now I will hide this remaining yarn. I'm using a smaller hook for this, and I will take these remaining yarn between the stitches and I will make them disappear. And our crochet project will look more beautiful. Like this. There is only a tiny part remaining. I am cutting this. You know, it disappeared. I am doing the other side as well. It's long. I'm cutting this. There is some remaining. I am doing the same thing at this side as well. Like this. As if I am crocheting, I am doing this. A few times we are doing this, and I am cutting. Yes, like this we are hiding all the remaining yarn. For example, here there is red one, and I am hiding them between the red stitches. Like this. I am hiding between the red stitches and cutting. Okay, there is only one remaining here. You are hiding as I explained to you. Okay, friends, I finished. I hide all the remaining yarn. Now we are going to make these buttonholes. For this reason, we are measuring, adjusting our according to our mug and our cup, and deciding it. According to my cup, I will make one just here, here in the side, and here, dear friends. Like this, dear friends. I am doing like this, turning back, and you see from this side I will start making chains here. This is the first puffy stitch of this short side. I start making chains between the first and the second puffy stitches. I'm taking my white yarn in my hand again. I'm inserting my hook like this, fixing this, and starting making chains. Don't make the chains very tight, make them a bit loose because we are going to make single stitches on them. According to the size of my cup, 30 chain is okay, dear friends. I made totally 30 chains, and I am inserting my hook in the same place where I start to making chains, making single stitch in the same place, making one chain. Now the only thing you should do is to make single stitches one by one on each chains, dear friends. You are making just single stitches one by one on the chains like this. All around it you are making single stitches like this and coming here. I finished making single stitches on the chains. I am at the end. I am inserting my hook in the same place where I start to make the chains, and I am making my last single stitch, making 2 chains in order to fix it, and just cutting the yarn. Yes, dear friends, one buttonhole is finished. I am going to make another by adjusting it according to my cup. This is okay, and I will make the other from here. Let me explain you. This is our short side where we start the first buttonhole, and this is the first puffy stitch from the bottom, and this is the second. We will start making other buttonhole, the second buttonhole in this space here. You know, this is 1, this is 2, and between the 2 and 3 I am starting to make the make the chains. Yes, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 chains more I'm making. Of course, if your cup size is indifferent, you can measure it, you can adjust it according to your cup. I made totally 30 chains, inserting my hook in the same place where I start making the chains for the second buttonhole. I insert it there, making another single stitch, making 1 chain, turning back and going on making single stitches one by one on the chain. The same thing what we did on the first buttonhole. Okay, dear friends. Also finish the second buttonhole by making single stitches one by one in each chain hole. Yes, I finished both buttonhole. There are some remaining yarn here. I will hide them as I explain to you how to make them. The only thing you should do is now just to sew up the buttons, dear friends. I will use this kind of buttons like this. I will make one white button here, one red button here, and then also in the bottom of the buttonholes as an accessories, not the functional, I will make another one here, another one here. You are free to choose different buttons or different ornaments. That's completely depends on you. You are taking your yarn needle in your hand and you are starting to sew up the buttons, dear friends. Yes, at last we finished our project, dear friends. It's really been very beautiful. Yes, dear friends, we came to the end of another project video. Hope you all like this project as well. I'm sure you are going to make very beautiful cup cozies by watching my video. You can choose different colors as you like. Thank you so much watching this video till now. And please remember to subscribe my YouTube channel, activate the info ring, and if you like this video, please leave like remarks and make comments. Thank you so much for your support, dear friends. See you in the coming videos.